Ooh, look alive. Ladies and gentlemen, sports fans around the world, this is episode number 42. It is July 2nd to be exact. Let us be the first to wish you and yours. This was a begrudging national day of the week because I do not like this stuff at all. Happy National Anisette Day. Is exactly right.
I think it's good. It's good for one good cleansing of the palate, and then you need to be done with it.
It is awful. For those of you watching and listening, Anisette, this is going to make a particular member of our audience. She's probably going to send in a how dare you while we're listening or while we're recording right now. National Anisette Day. We'll have more on that in just a minute. But we are the Millie Goats. We welcome in Dylon back again, part of the group, part of the guys, actually on fire, our Canadian champion.
every show, we're just gonna mention, hey, Dylan's got to win.
Yes,
but it's with an asterisk, chicken scratch, whatever. Yeah, I keep listening to it. I'm keeping the tally.
We have to. It's exactly the case there. You'll get one, man. Don't worry. You'll get one.
Yeah, you'll get one.
Come on.
I'm gonna get John Deere. It's gonna be pure American. Week of the 4th.
Hey,
coming in strong.
The John Deere's grown a lot in the last decade. I remember I actually went to the John Deere years ago, and one of the things that was a big draw for it for the to keep big names coming is that they would fly the guys who won or like top 5 to the Open. Like that was their thing. Like if you won this or finished top 5, we'll take you to the Open on our dime. So that's how they got young up and comers to go to the John Deere Classic. That's how they started building the tournament.
I haven't heard. Is it going to be a designated event? I haven't seen anybody.
It's like a $3 million purse.
All right.
Ooh, very nice.
Yeah. You're going to have a bunch of these.
They're going to give away a tractor?
That'd be nice if they did.
Oh, a gator.
No, Gator's way better than a tractor.
Baby. Everybody knows who played high school baseball or softball knows that the Gators were the elite transportation vehicle.
Absolutely.
All right. We're trying to win the Millie. We play DraftKings. That's what we do. Each week we stake our claim and say we're going to win the Millie or we're going to win some money by playing DraftKings. Did we win the Millie this week, boys? Anybody?
No.
Nope. No, we did not. But that doesn't mean we didn't try. Did we try?
Couple picks away, and I win.
Per usual. But you know who did win? Our boy, our guy, Ricky Fowler. Yes, the Good Fellas Club on top. The Good Fellas. He's back. He's been trending. So we were happy to see that. We'll get into a little bit more on that later in the show. We had a perfect game that happened this past week on Wednesday. We will talk about that unless anybody has any immediate comment on that right now. Other than the fact that it should have been the 20.
Wait for Butch if we're going to talk about the perfect game.
Yeah. All right.
Still his only thunder.
And looky who it is.
There he is.
Looky who it is.
Speak of the angel.
Hey.
Yes.
Very holy to hold a crown. And I'm happy to be here. I finally made it.
You did it. Hey, we just got into it. Did you win the Millie?
No.
But the Good Fellas Club.
I did, though.
Hey, me too, buddy. You and me both. Hey, the Good Fellas Club, we're on a hot streak right now. Ever since we donned that name, boom. Ricky's been on a heater. As Dylon said, he needs to go to all orange.
He's got to go.
Go ahead.
Yeah, full orange, Super Saiyan, Kamehameha.
Mm-hmm.
That's the Fowler we need. And when they do it, they're going to change the John Deere Classic, make it orange instead of green. We're going to call it the Kubota Classic.
Yes, I was getting ready to say another tractor this orange.
Kubota.
Yes.
Kubota.
In Georgia, we call it Kubota.
I got you.
And then we had, which we said we had the perfect game Wednesday, but we can wait till we get to that.
Okay.
All
right. Her man.
We had the match, which was highly entertaining, apparently, between Mahomes, Kelsey, and Klay Thompson and Steph Curry.
Uh-oh.
Yep. Twitter is in shambles. It's throwing me for a loop. I don't know what to do. So that might make it into How Dare You. I didn't even think about that, but that might be an impromptu. And I also...
You could just go around the merry-go-round for a while.
Dude.
And just let it be.
Hey, I wish I could let it be. So we do a lot of our interacting. And I wanted to give a shout out. I was talking with somebody over Twitter before everything went up in flames. I'm just going to give him a quick shout out. I don't know if he listens, but he may. And this is KG at Mean and Nasty. That's MEAN Nasty 05. We put out a tweet.
He sounds like he listens.
That's our type of guy, baby. Get nasty. Get nasty with it. About the cut day hat like I'm wearing right now. And he commented, and this is the essence of our show. He commented on Mark Hubbard missing the cut by one stroke. And he and I got into a lengthy conversation about that. Happened last week. He did the same thing. And then we got to talking about how, he wasn't really into DFS golf, but then got into golf and did it for the Masters, and his whole, everybody was around gathering because he had a good lineup. And I'm like, yes, dude. Yes. That is why we do this. I said, I had a story like that when the Eagles were playing on Thanksgiving or Christmas. We were all gathered around rooting for Devontae Smith to catch more balls. Yes. Dude, and I'm like,
I need to get into the sun, by the way. my arms are so white compared to you guys.
Dude, come on. Looking like an amoeba.
Go out there go out there in tank top.
Yeah, dude.
I don't know. I don't even know if that would work.
You're not the guy who does landscaping in all long sleeves, are you? Like Carhartt pants, and it's like 97 degrees.
But I do wear Carhartt pants. Just because, you're weed eating. So, that fucks up or messes up your legs.
That Kubota's up your legs. Yeah, but so Mean and Nasty, that was a great interaction and pretty much got me thinking, like, this is why there are thousands of people out there doing the same thing we're doing. We're like, everybody's gathered around. If we just had this one guy or this one,
one more catch to him and not to him.
Exactly. And we're trying to capture that, people. So sit back.
Was your quarterback?
Yeah. Sit back. Enjoy the show, because we're going to bring all that turmoil and woulda, shoulda, coulda right to your speakers and to your screens. So, with that said, salute your sports. We get into that first. Then we have the water cooler debate. Oh, man, this was a tight one. The DFS Seggy, the How Dare Yous, other relevant sports news, Intersquad Dad-Kings Jamboree. Whew, that is getting out of hand, folks. And we're in July, so not much going on from a sports perspective. I guess the Women's World Cup, the USFL Championship, MLB, and then some other college football and NFL football, because football is almost back, fellas. It's almost back. 10 more Sundays before NFL Sunday. Put in that perspective, huh? So, okay. Anything else before we get going?
Let's get
rock
into
and roll.
Okay, National Anisette Day. Ooh. Derived from aniseed. Aniseed from the anise herb. This sounds like something Aaron Rodgers would be drinking or eating. Gives anisette its licorice or fennel flavor. usually a dry liqueur. Distillers sometimes add sugar or syrup for a sweeter result. Doesn't matter.
Roll that back.
You could put, you could put Old Bay in there, and I wouldn't drink that stuff. Spain, Italy, Portugal, and France lead the world in drinking his licorice tasting drink. Pure anise extract should not be drunk straight, since its alcoholic content is so high it irritates the throat. However, mixing it with coffee, well, there you go. Gin, bourbon, wow, or water will bring out a bit of the sweet flavor. If you're one who likes black jelly beans, you psychopath, whoever you are out there, you will likely savor a shot of anisette. Thoughts?
As I said before, it's you take one and then you're like, all right, we did it, palate cleansed, moving along for the day.
Yeah, it reminds me of like Robitussin when you're a kid. That nasty black licorice taste. Hold your nose and swallow it. Or Jägermeister or something like that with that deep licorice.
Well, that Jägermeister is not like it's an after dinner stomach settler. That's why, and it's supposed. No. This is the reason why. No, listen to this. But listen. If you drink too much of it, you always spend the next day on the toilet because it stimulates digestion. So if you drink a whole bunch of it, you're gonna have the poops.
So it's a base.
Yeah, it's gonna aid in digestion.
But
if you drink too much of it, it's
like
tear up your stomach.
It's like
basically terrible.
And saying,
after dinner dessert, like a same thing that I said, just cleanses
I got
the
my
palate.
stool softener, and then I'm gonna poop.
Speaking of Jaeger, that guy had a good tournament. Am I right?
I
played him.
He was pooping all over that guy was pooping all over the course.
Oh yeah.
Wait, that was Ricky. Rick, did you guys see what happened to Ricky on, was it Thursday or Friday?
Hey, did you see what happened to Ricky today?
On Friday he had to hurry up and finish his round because he had a little bit too much of Jaeger or something. So we threw out the comment, instead of Ricky Fowler, it was Ricky Bowler.
There you go.
He attributed his 2 bogeys. He said he was in a hurry. There's no bathroom from hole 13 to 18.
He was out there playing speed golf.
That was day 2, wasn't it?
I think it was
Friday.
Yeah. So happy National Anisette Day. Sorry to some of you who listen who actually like this stuff. You know who you are. You know who you are. But have your day. Have your day. Okay, salute your sports. Let's get into it. Who wants to go first? Dylon, would you like to lead us off?
Yeah, we'll go with
Canadian champion Dylon.
Hey. So I guess it was Rory had done an interview with somebody and he was talking about how far the tech has gotten from a lot of these courses that they play. Case in point, you're seeing these -23s, -24s consecutive weeks. J-Vi touched on it last week, I believe, saying, it's not quite as fun to watch such high scores because these guys are so long that these courses aren't challenging. And I don't mean challenging, you still got to make the putts or whatnot. But as far as, 13 of the holes you can reach with a driver in less than 150 in for most of the averages. So I think that it's terrible for DFS because you score so many points. You're playing in a showdown, you scored 300 points and you lose. Anybody can just go 7-8 under. So it's not like the majors. So I think that Rory's got a point that they've got to extend these courses or decrease the par on them because these guys are too good.
Well, and it may not even be to lengthen the courses because that was 7,300. It's applying the yardage to the appropriate holes, divvying up that yardage. And I think Detroit could when I saw the course, and it's Donald Ross course, and I
Yep.
saw where he had his placement of the bunkers, I was like, well, these guys are longer than that now. So
they'll fly the bunker.
when
Yeah.
they're flying the bunker, and the bunker is now not a fairway hazard anymore. So that's the
Yeah,
purpose of the fairway bunker, is to be a fairway hazard to make you develop
So
your shot better.
They should extend
They-
the bunkers.
Extend the bunkers. Exactly. Exactly.
Get you a Kubota. Extend the bunkers.
Right. Dude, hey, I know a guy that can do it. So
Hey.
come on the show.
Come on the show. Then you just have a bunch of kitty litters. That brings us back to our Jaeger. A
Yep.
bunch of litter boxes.
Lots of room for the
Kidding, we're not
kitties.
going back
for the
there.
kitties to poop.
That's right. Yeah. But I mean, yeah.
They wouldn't have had to rush to a bathroom, eh?
Yeah, that's right. But yeah, it is. I mean, all these tournaments in between. Yeah, there's only like a handful of courses that are like perfectly constructed to make them choose their shots. Instead of just getting up there and playing golf like we do, it's like, I'm going to try to hit this thing 350 yards. I don't care if the tree's there or not, but they can actually do it.
Yeah, exactly. And to Butch's point, with 280, 290 is where the fairway bunkers are, and then you got 30 yards of grass and first cut. These guys are carrying the bunker, so it's a wedge in every time.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I shot y'all image, but in perspective to PGA guys,
Humble
like
brag.
you're saying, DY, those that carry. I mean, my gosh, they're landing it like you're saying 300 yards. That's a carry, and then it rolls out another 40 for them.
Here's what we do: go back to the old persimmon drivers, scrap it all, bring it back. Play. You know what? One tournament a year, 2 tournaments a year, where it's all persimmons.
Yes, get the golf in.
Come on, dude. That's what I'm saying. Test their skill. It's like just like playing in the Field of Dreams, whatever that Major League Baseball game is. Okay, I'm going to go next. I have a photo here of ESPN's list of the toughest sports to play, ranked by difficulty. I don't know who did this, where it came from, but this is the list. Number 1 is boxing. There's 60 sports, so buckle up.
Endurance in that.
I'm going to read through all 60 of them right here, right now. No, I'm not. I'm not going to do that.
We're going to skip some segments.
Number two was ice hockey. Number 3 was football. Number 4 was basketball. Number 5 was wrestling. Number 6 was martial arts. Number 7 was tennis. Number 8, gymnastics. Number 9 was baseball or softball. Number 10 was soccer. Now, all the way, number 21 was volleyball. For those of you volleyball players that are out there, got to shout that out.
That's already outlandish. If soccer's number 10.
Okay,
just telling you.
Other
you know that you played soccer.
Ski jumping is number 29th. I'd love to see somebody get up on a pair of skis and be like, "Yep, let's go skiing for the." Let's book a ski ramp for the weekend, boys. We're gonna go do some long jump skiing out here. We're just gonna dust off the old.
Yeah, exactly.
We're just gonna get on this big old luge out here and just take her down.
Yeah. Hey, like they they're like.
Yeah. Skateboarding was 37.
Perpendicular with the.
That's another one.
Parallel with the ground.
Yeah. Skateboarding 30.
What was the last?
Fishing is number 60. That's bull.
No.
That's baloney.
That's absolute malarkey.
Oh,
You get out here and you try to catch a fish, pal.
Yeah, go see those guys on Sensation. Tell them how hard it was to catch that
Well,
marlin.
That's right.
Well,
yeah.
Bowling was harder than
They're
was
baited.
easier was harder than fishing. Now,
Really?
golf, number 51 on the list.
Hmm.
Golf. You kidding me, pal? Are you kidding me?
What are
Golf.
they using to define tough?
I don't know. It's just a picture
Okay.
that I pulled with no context whatsoever.
so how many people voted on this?
I don't. Again, no idea.
You don't know. All right.
None.
That's where I'm heading. Like if this is like taken out of 10 people, I mean, or obviously it wouldn't
It's
be
like
because
Family
of the
Feud.
stats, but I mean, like, my gosh, golf is
Yeah.
53,
51.
51.
Golf is 51.
Mm.
Just
But,
behind
I
that was cheerleading, and just above it was horse racing.
soccer though, soccer at number
Table
10,
tennis was easier. It was at 47.
Ooh, I don't know about that.
So
yeah, that's easier, dude.
I wish I
Yeah.
could have screen shared this, just so you guys could have seen it. Man,
I used to be terrible at table tennis until I started watching the ball.
where's tennis baseball on this list, dadgummit? So, anyways, I thought that was interesting that golf was 51. Ski jumping was 29th. No, I'm not. No. All right. Tex, go.
Let's talk about baseball for just a minute. Throw my
Go ahead. Go off, King.
Here we go.
Go off, King.
Okay. Mad respect. Pete Alonso coming back for a third title in the Home Run Derby. Love it.
No, Julio Rodriguez is winning that thing, pal.
I'm just telling you, Pete Alonso's out to win that thing. I'm pulling for him. He's my guy in that contest. Hope he wins the $1 million. But my real takeaway is
it $1 million?
Draymond. There's a clip of Draymond Green out there before the match.
You know why, right?
He's trying to shotgun a beer.
You know why,
geez.
right?
Okay? And he can't do it because I don't know. I guess he just can't shotgun a beer. That's fine. He's too old to be doing that anyways. But he goes running off, and his calves are like all the way. He has the world's highest calves, guaranteed. Draymond Green has the world's highest calves.
Hey, that's an MI State.
Up at my
That's
waistline.
an MI State guy that we were talking about.
Dude,
Hey, we just
hey,
came
Michigan
from
State?
Detroit.
go watch that clip and tell me his calves aren't
Ooh.
the highest calves you've ever seen.
You want me to try to share
my
this
take.
list? You guys want
Hey,
to
You
see
think
this?
they're implants?
Hey, but Tex, you know what?
They might be.
Hey, you know why he
Brazilian
didn't
calf
shotgun
implant.
that beer though, right?
Why?
Because he just signed 4 years, $100 million with the Warriors again. He just re-signed. That's why he couldn't shotgun that beer.
There it is. There's the sports ranked by
Hey, I don't know if
difficulty.
anybody saw in that same clip where Kelsey was wearing like a knit sweater as a golf
yeah.
outfit.
Looking like Step Brothers out there.
A lot going on in that clip. So,
There's the sports ranked by difficulty, folks.
archery's 55. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know about that, man. Badminton's 30.
Yeah,
What?
there it is.
I mean, who plays badminton? though?
Rugby's what,
Yeah.
15?
What?
Jeez. I wish I had
Anyway.
any context whatsoever. So yeah, there you go.
Anyway, y'all rank this on your own opinion.
Yeah.
See it, rank it, do it to your
Be it.
liking. See what your thoughts are. Send them
All right,
back
Butch.
to us.
Go ahead. What's yours? Salute your sport.
Salute my sport is absolutely 100% Ricky P.
Preach.
Hats off to you, man.
Hats on.
Yeah. Orange
Hats
hats.
on, hats off, hats on.
Safety dance.
Yes. Love to see that guy win, man. He deserves it. God.
What a
Did you
grind-
get to see him win? I was gonna wait, but how about the PGA Tour deciding that they're gonna play this early? So when we wake up and we look, it's like they're on hole 9 already.
Yep.
It's like, how'd this happen? And you go to the coverage and they're 3 hours behind. It's like, well, I know what Ricky's about to do these next 6
But
holes.
your DraftKings is
Yeah.
on time.
Shame
That should
on
be
PGA
somebody's
Tour.
how dare you. That's
Yeah.
Yeah.
save that.
I was thinking save that for how dare
Yeah.
you.
You can
get-
still
that's
use that
a
again.
Unanimous. That's a
Do it again.
unanimous one.
We'll do a unanimous in unison.
We're
Like
all gonna
whenever,
say
like in Home
at the
Alone.
same time.
I love you. Whenever
We're,
they're
we're gonna do it now, and then we're gonna do it then. Just so everybody knows. Here's the saying that now.
right.
We're going to do it then, too.
Okay. Wonderful. Now, I don't know why I said that. Let's get into water cooler debate. I am very excited about this. Here we go. Nobody say a word.
You serious?
Oh my God, you're an idiot.
Are you kidding me?
Oh.
Okay, here we go. Water cooler debate segment. This is where we take a topic that we pick out of nowhere. Could be sports, could be anything we want it to be. And we debate it, give our answers, and then we put this poll up on Twitter if Twitter will work from here on out. And then we have the audience vote on it, and we crown a winner, and then we get to hang a lovely banner like the one I have from episode 40 right here. Champion. Hey, dudes, got me in the winner's circle.
Definitely not doing it on DraftKings.
Moral victories. I have banners hung. You don't have any. You had every opportunity to hang on. All right. But first, so at Millie Goats, we'll get this up there. Don't worry. The dad joke. Here we go, boys. Did you know that IHOP has their pancake batter insured? It's part of their whisk management.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Yes, got him. Their whisk management initiative.
Oh.
Yes.
What the heck, man?
Yes. These are now, by the way, folks, these are all original. I write these I have a whole catalog of them. All right.
You wrote
Episode. That? Yeah, I write all of them.
Do you really?
Yeah, there's not one on
he
here.
drives around thinking about it.
I literally do. When I'm driving to work in the morning, I am thinking of dad jokes. When I'm at work, I'm thinking of jokes constantly. All these are ones that I have written. Every single one of them.
What a brother.
Can't wait till you publish a children's novel or something.
I've got them in my phone. All right. Episode 41. What was your? I didn't know you didn't know that, man.
I did not know that. I thought I've just heard these before.
No, this is no calendar. These are all original, buddy. Guy.
You're right.
Episode 41.
Dude. At the end of the day, you're right.
What is the GOAT guilty pleasure band? The band that if somebody pulled up beside or artist, somebody pulled up beside you and was blaring music, and you just give them a head turn, and you'd be like, "Oh no, they heard me listening to that." So here it goes as follows.
Wait a minute.
What? What do you mean? Wait a minute.
That was a long pause, Tech. So either
I thought we'd already done this one before, or was that just the one we listened to by ourselves?
This is the results.
Oh, okay. All right. Sorry,
Yeah.
I wasn't listening. I was.
Yeah. Wasn't listening to your own show. Come on the show.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, wait, it's last week. I thought
Come on the show. It's every Sunday night.
I thought we were starting the next one. My bad.
No. Tex wins 36% of the vote. I think you. I think you won by one vote. Justin Timberlake, 36% of the vote. I was in second with 34%. Naturally with Justin Bieber. J-Vi was in third, 25% with Darius Rucker. Thank goodness that didn't win. And Butch P, who I think posed the question with the Chicks or the Dixie. I didn't know which one to put up there, so I put the Chicks. He got 5% of the vote.
I don't think people realize who that was.
I didn't know if I should put the Dixie Chicks or not.
Here's my banner.
I mean, I don't think anybody remembers them.
Hanging banners.
Oh.
Get that. Where's your staple gun? That should have been on your list. That's a throwback there.
It's up in my
Where's the staple gun?
It's up in my
fraud.
shop.
Get a zip tie.
Take your chaw out and stick it up there with that.
Hey, get you a zip tie and zip tie it to that little folder holder up there where the little
folder holder
is.
Hang on, let me see if I got enough cord for this.
Yeah.
That's the
Can't
banner
wait for
right
his
got
there.
to
computer to
that.
go. He's hanging it way up
There we
there
go.
on the top. He's thinking he's
there
going to
we
get
go.
more.
There you
Oh.
go.
Thinking he's going to get
That's
more,
exactly
folks.
where I
Hanging
was
down
going.
from the
Yeah.
rafters.
He
The
hung a banner.
inaugural banner.
Okay. The banners are
Hey.
being hung here, folks. All right. We had another poll, too. I don't know if I told you guys about this one. What's the best month-to-month transition?
Oh, I told
Yeah.
you I voted in on September to October.
So the options were September to October, December to January, April to May, July to August. And right now, this is getting a lot of looks on Twitter.
Yes.
September to October is in the lead with 42% of the votes.
How
And
does
you guys-
nobody have November to December? You go into Christmas carols on every station on December
You're right.
1st.
You're right.
I'm
I don't know
sorry,
why I didn't
Dylan,
put that
I
as an
didn't see
option.
you as a caroler, but I'm gonna say September to October because the leaves are changing and people
Football.
love the fall.
Yes. Bonfire season. You would
That's
do
why people are choosing those 2 months.
when is Boxing
mean-
Day? That's one you should choose.
But
What
that
month
was
is
the day after Christmas.
Isn't that Canada's like Christmas?
Apparently, this was a big day in Canada today. It wasn't. Isn't today
Yesterday.
like their Independence
Yesterday
Day
was Canada Day.
Oh.
Mhm.
I
Yesterday,
should've
July
celebrated.
1st.
Was it?
Shout out
really?
BMO too. Happy birthday,
Proud to
BMO.
be a
Hadwin
Canadian.
had a day yesterday too, by the way.
Yep.
Hadwin came out to play.
That's a good point though, Dylon. I love November to December when the Christmas music's going. I didn't put that one on there. I was trying to cover all the seasons. But anyways.
It was
all
good.
right.
It was good. Yeah.
I figured I was like September, October, that's fall, December to January, New Year, November to December would have been better for that one. But and then April, May is like spring, kind of summer, and then July, August, like end of summer, going back to school, all that stuff. But anyways,
Where did you
It
get
was good.
this poll? Like, is this
I made it up.
Magnolia Network poll or something?
No, I made it up.
Yeah, he makes this
This
stuff up,
this
man.
sounds like a Chris and Joanna Gaines poll.
Mm.
Not
Well, we
a
already did a poll on
Hey.
Magnolias.
Who-
You
who
already
was
heard
Chris-
that.
who was
Magnolia
Chris
won.
Joanna Gaines?
Text inside of text though. Chris and Joanna Gaines, Baylor,
I thought it was Chip.
Texas.
Gainesworth, Florida, SEC. Texas is in the SEC now.
Hey,
Texas is orange.
yet.
Ricky Ward
Not yet.
orange.
not yet.
Buddha's orange.
Yeah, there you go. Bring it back. And
Hey.
Canada Day was yesterday. I don't know why you didn't celebrate.
A-Town
down,
baby.
All right. This week, the water cooler debates. Can we get off the rails?
Mhm.
What is the GOAT scumbag move somebody pulls in traffic or while driving? Who wants to lead off on this one? This is
That's
text.
Oh, I'll go first. Okay.
Go ahead.
Text.
When there's traffic and somebody's flying down
Yes.
the rumble
Yes.
strips,
Yes.
and you're like, where are you got? Where are you got to be? It's so much more important than what we all got to wait through. Everybody's got to wait through this.
Exactly. Exactly.
Everybody else is waiting for the
The
same
traffic
thing.
is like I've been in on I-85 outside of Charlotte going northbound in Gastonia. Wreck.
Yeah.
All 4 lanes stopped. Some sort of semi truck flipped over, and some dude is still barreling down the side, the shoulder there, like he's got a better plan to get around it than everybody else. And the ambulances and fire trucks are still trying to get by everybody. Like what? That's
This
the
guy
biggest
goes
scumbag
rogue.
move. Yeah, it's
And
like,
then, but then that's when you set the stage for the like unsung heroes. The guy that pulls out slightly to the right just so that they
that's
can't.
usually what
get
I
by.
do. So they have to go into the grass. That's what I usually do
And-
if I'm over there.
Where the
and you're
lip is like
applauding.
14 inches.
Mhm.
That's like a car hip check.
Yeah,
There you go.
that's my antidote. I try and be the guy that's like I'm a
Yes.
score.
The guy who speeds up whenever a lane's ending and you just kind of hit the gas and be like, not here, baby. Not in this lane.
My wife's beside me screaming, "What are you doing?
This
Let it
guy,
pass. I'm not letting it pass. It's a matter of principle."
this guy back here thinks he's
He's
going to
not-
speed up and
better
circumvent
than
this
that.
whole thing. We got to set rules up in here. All right, Dylon, you want to go next?
Yeah, let's scumbag moving traffic.
I can do it. I'm ready.
Go ahead.
Hey, it's guy or girl who speeds up from about 100 yards out when you're trying to take a right at the stop sign.
Mm.
right? You're getting ready. You pull up. You look left. You look right. You look at the guy left. All of a sudden, now he's in your ear hole because this dude's going 45 and a 25 just so that he can get in front of you to not let you in. Scumbag. Stop it. Just drive the speed limit. Let me pull out. I'm not trying to do anything. Don't speed, folks. All right. Butch P, Dylon, you ready?
I'll go with one.
Go ahead.
So I played golf today, right?
Humble brag.
And coming up to hole 1, you can see hole 9. It's a difficult hole. It's like a double terrain, green with, undulated everything. Hot dog. That's a hot dog green for sure. So we're all looking at the pin placement, see where it is, because they always have it in a meticulous place where it's like that's going to be a hard putt. So
Meticulous.
I was getting ready to say the same.
They got a G.
Well,
Got a G in there.
Meticulous, like
Hard
amphibious.
G.
whatever that should mean.
Capital
I
G.
don't know.
Kabuta.
Yeah,
I had to get you back for the Kabuta.
touche. But I'm gonna carry on, Wayne. And I went down the first fairway and came circling around on this sucker, and they have moved the hole placement that we looked at from the time I teed off on the first hole till I came back around. So then when I'm teeing off on the tee box and I make the fairway and I'm there in the fairway, I'm like, wait a second, that tee looks like it's in the front. And I'm like, wait a second, you're not supposed to do that in the middle of somebody's round. Change the tee location.
How is that related to traffic?
I'm trying to figure out where he's going with this.
Well, it's a scumbag move.
No, for traffic.
Traffic.
Golf course.
I'm still putting that on the poll.
I don't know.
Guys,
We're
move
going to
They
go with
moved the
that.
pin. They
Move the
moved
tee
the pin.
box.
Whoopsies. Carry
Follow that
on,
one up,
Wayne.
Dylon.
Hey, it blew Dylan's hair off.
Oh. All right, I'm gonna go if you're like downtown or you're in a car rider line or something, and you got that one person that stops in the middle and is just waiting for someone to walk to their car, and they just think everybody else is just gonna wait while this person is taking their time to get into the middle lane.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I do not miss driving downtown. I'll tell you that. Ugh. Another scumbag move is the person who poops on the airplane before the plane takes off. That's air traffic control.
Dude,
Like-
there's no worse feeling than pooping on an airplane.
Oh gosh. Ugh.
Having to poop on an airplane. That's
Yep.
terrible. You're like,
Ugh.
damn it, now? Right now?
All right. Let's get into the DFS segment. Here we go. That was good. That was phenomenal. It's exactly what we wanted. Everybody, shh.
Oh, what the hell is this?
That sounds like Night
Oh,
the Roxbury right there.
I'm
That's
so
really
glad
it.
I found all
I
that
was-
music.
I was-
I know. Everybody just went.
About to go
Everybody
into
with
Tourette's,
shoulders
yeah.
jimmying. Oh gosh. All right. Fantasy DFS segment. This is our week's DFS performances, golf specifically. 5 words or less. We give a headline to kind of summarize our 4 days of playing golf on virtually on DraftKings. And so we're going to get into those. We had the Rocket Mortgage Classic. That's what we're going to focus on. But first, before we get into that, boys, the guys that we have given the past 2 weeks have been lights out. We have been 8 for 8 the last 2 weeks. The golfers do what?
Have we?
Yeah. The golfers up our sleeves. Wait, no. Golfers up your sleeves.
Guys.
Given
Guys,
given
Guys up your
from us to you are rolling. So we're not advice though, but we're just gonna pat ourselves. We're not really advice, we're just patting ourselves on the back.
I feel like we're
Because-
getting closer though to where you're going to be able to broach the subject of we advise you to select these people.
We strongly suggest.
Mhm.
Suggestion
after-
box.
Yeah. I mean, because if you start, just say that all the other weeks didn't count, and we just go from the last two, you're 8 for 8. So basically, you're 100%. So if people had have played your suggestions, they'd all be cashing in.
But we're not advice. I did want to go back. Water cooler debate, by the way. I've been late. Let me play some music here. Hold on.
Oh,
No, I've been leading off our polls lately with Tom Brady's not available. Just because every poll on Twitter says so and the best answer is not available. So I just keep putting Tom Brady is not available atop all of our polls. And I'll do that with all the GOATs because we always throw GOAT in our water cooler debates. Anyways,
dude, that's pretty fucking funny.
I put Michael Jordan's not available, and it's like, what's the worst traffic move? All right, here's
That's
mine
pretty
from the it's because I mean, trust me, if you're on Twitter a lot, you see it's like such and such isn't available. What's the best chip? It's like Doritos aren't available, so I just start throwing ridiculous names at the top. All right, mine is my headline is "Cry Me a River," because Javi tried to tell us. Javi is currently hosting family and friends for the 4th of July weekend. But mine is Cry Me a River because Javi tried to tell us, do not play JT. And what do? Butch P? We play JT, and I can't stop rhyming. So JT let us down. JT let us down big
He
time.
definitely didn't bring sexy back, but
No, he didn't bring
as
anything.
wrong as he's not that JT was as wrong as us picking him for our DK lineup.
Yep. He got married in November 2022. So he's still within the year.
He definitely didn't get married in Jackson.
All right,
Janet
Dylon.
Jackson and JT, is that the reference you were making? Super Bowl? All right. I'm going with Eckroat, Chokes, Strokes.
Ooh.
He was my number one player exposure, Mr. Dependable, and it didn't make the cut.
In his defense, that magical run had to come to an end.
No, there is no defense. I'm getting play-by-play from Butch. He's got a 40-foot eagle putt. Oh, he 3-putted. Oh, he's got a 4-foot birdie putt. Lipped out.
Just
oh,
Gamecast, baby. Gamecast.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah.
Brutal. I don't know what happened, but what was he, like +2 or something on day one?
Yeah, when everybody else is 9 under. Not great, Bob. All right, Butch, what's yours?
Where are we at now?
5
your
words
headline.
or less.
5 words or less.
You had smoke in the reefers, but I think that was last week.
When? No. Well, when.
Mm.
When?
The 5 W's.
Oh,
elaborate.
You got all you got to do is win, and that's what we're not doing. So I'm like,
Hey.
how can I get to the part where we're winning? Like I want to win. I want to be like Ricky Fowler this week and be like, man, I'm putting in the effort. I know it's a matter of time.
Oh, we're gonna get to that. We got all the data down here.
All
right, Tex, what's yours?
Jaeger bombs into top 10.
Oh, yes, he did. Yes,
he did.
T9.
Yes,
He will be.
I saw
he will
that
be
today.
45 pars, 21 birdies, 1 eagle, 5 bogeys.
In
5
text, I
bogeys.
was like, man, he nailed that sucker. He
Yep.
said it in the show. He said,
Jaeger
bombs. I feel like he doesn't have.
dot.
Dude, you was
Pops.
like,
I got our list.
I
I'll pull
don't
it up
think
here
he
in a
has a
second.
lot of top tens, but I'm still going to pick him because I think he's due this week, and that's similar to what you said. And I was like, I don't know if I believe in Jaeger, but I know. I mean, you delivered on that one. That was a
FedEx,
bad
Amazon, UPS, all
buddy
3 of
pick.
them. Me.
That was a good pick. That was
Hey.
a good pick, dude.
Tex Prime. Be there next day.
I was thinking about changing the guys to Frisbee. Free, reasonable, intuitive selections by erroneous
Eric.
experts.
That sounds like it needs to be another list. Maybe instead of tier
Here's our-
pressure,
They're the Frisbee picks.
yes, instead of tier pressure, let's make that Frisbee picks. Dude, please write that down. We have
I wrote
got
it-
to
I wrote it down.
incorporate
Got
that.
it.
All right, good. Instead of tier
Take a
pressure,
little
that's what
note.
we're giving. All right. We're gonna do some visuals on our preview show on Tuesday or Wednesday night this week or next week. So we'll have that up there. All right. So did you have any Fire Flames list, Tex?
No, I did not.
No. I do. I will step in here.
All right.
The whole Friday in Major League Baseball was absolutely fantastic. The Mariners and the Rays uniforms were spectacular. You need to look those up immediately if you have not seen them. They were phenomenal. And I was like, wow, that's cool. And then I started seeing the highlights. I'm like, oh man, all these uniforms from Friday were spectacular. So the MLB is doing a good job keeping us engaged. Anybody have anybody on the sheet? You like that, Tex? The Mariners and Rays? Those were sick unis.
The Rays were better.
I agree, but they were some sick uniforms. So Fire Flames list to Major League as a whole. How about that? Kudos to you, Major League. They're doing a lot of fun stuff to keep me like, oh, that's cool. All right. Anybody on the she list?
I still don't know who's playing, but
Kevin Yu made the list.
Yep.
I gave him a shot.
Say what you want to say. What you really want to say, Dylon. Say what you really want to say. Who told you to play Kevin Yu? Where'd you hear that?
That I heard it on this podcast I was listening to the other day. Yeah, and I thought, let's look at him. Okay, he's coming back. He had a pretty good week last week. Short course, plays to his advantage. Maybe he's fresh off this injury, and no, didn't make the cut. And
Wonder
no,
who said that? Who was it that said that? I got the list right here. It was Javi. In your face, Javi. He even did the Soldier Boy. You
suck. Yeah.
Oh,
And
there you go.
You are not here to defend yourself.
Yeah. If he was, he'd be like, "Hey guys, it's me, Javi. I'm gonna play this guy." You. Nope. Wrong. All right. JT is flirting with the list here. Hubbard's flirting with the list too. So
yeah, Hubbard was close, but
yeah. Tom Kim is floating with the wrist on the list.
And the ankle and the knee.
That dude had
elbow,
more
the
tape
shoulder.
on him than I do on my wall behind me right now, holding up all this stuff I got hanging. All right. Best and worst from the Rocket Mortgage. Tex or Bush P, anybody on the list you want to call?
I want to say Dietrich is list adjacent at this point.
He's on another list down here. This list was crazy when I was making it.
He's list adjacent.
Yep.
He's almost there. That was not. Listen up, Dietrich. It was not you. Bring it back. Let's go.
Come on
the show.
Come on the show though. That's right.
Did anybody say? Did you say JT?
I did. I said he's close.
Yeah.
I said he is.
Well, then I'm gonna go drop right down below him and say Matsuyama.
Oh,
I think he's on my list.
he had a bad day one. He's 4 under on Friday.
Well, JT did too. I mean, both of them, and they played in the same group.
You
They
know
were
Butch's
playing in
rule.
the same
You
group.
know Butch's rule.
I think Eam was in that group.
Butch's rule.
And dude, I'm coming out of it. You know,
I don't blame you. All right. I don't blame you. Best and worst from Rocket Mortgage. A recap of our guys, which we went 4 for 4. Guys, golfers, GUIS, golfers up your sleeve. This is where we pick one person. We have the Seymour Putts Greenmaster. That was Tex. He said Max Homa. You could better believe it. He made the cut, and he made an ace. You've got the Clarence Carter Strokes Gain Sung J M. He made the cut. He was up there. You've got the social studies course history guy, Butch P, with an absolute banger, saying there's no reason you should play Chris Kirk, but you're going to play him anyways because he's too good. And Chris Kirk had a pretty good week. And then to top it off, baby, the won't miss the cut in a million years guy coming in at 0.5% ownership, 19 under, 112.5s. Ladies and gentlemen, it is Justin Lauer. Man, did that feel good.
Woo!
That was a killer dart throw.
Oh,
Absolutely.
the number said to play it. My model said to play it. We're going to have more visuals for the models next week. Stay tuned for that. That is going to be hilarious. I cannot wait to see what we come up with. But his pronounced Lauer, and he was on fire. So that's another 4 for 4 on the week, boys, of us giving our GUIS guys. Let's stay hot. And let's not turn a blind eye to the rest of the guys that we threw out there. So I threw out Ricky. Ever heard of him? Win. This was 8,700. I threw out Ricky, JVI M, Tex, Jaeger, Butch Peace, JT, 7,500 to 8,600. I said Hoagie. That was terrible. Sergeant, not good. Hogard, no idea what he did. Kirk.
He was top 21.
Cash it.
Top 21.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, he was back.
Yeah.
Who's brought Brownlow's game?
Hogard.
Those guys got
in
his back.
7,000 to 7,400. Guess what? I threw out Taylor Pendrith. You're welcome.
Bad at the majors, Hogard.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, the major.
Then we had Kevin Yu from JVI.
Like it.
He's drinking too much in the garden.
Tree from Tex. Lashley from Butch P. And then 6,900 and below, we had Lauer. Snedeker, did he make the cut?
Lashley made it.
No, he didn't make the cut.
Ashley did. There you go. That was and then Ben Martin from Tex made the cut. And then Callum Taryn from Butch P. What a call.
Yeah, he
Callum,
made it.
Yeah.
Sure.
Aaron made it.
Great.
That was a good call too. So hey, that's what we do, folks. We don't give advice, but we give suggestions. All right. Low scores everywhere on this tournament. This was an absolute field day. And we'll get into that in a second. Yeah, dude, those are pretty good. We read off those names. You know what stinks is that I played a lot of them in the same lineup. But it was just two guys. It was the top dudes that let me down that I zoned in on. It was for me. So let's get to it. Here we go. Best and worst for my best lineup was 501 or 510.5. Contest that I played in, top score was 711, so I was way off the lead, but it still cashed. So I had Ricky Keegan, who's on fire as well, Callum Taryn, thank you, Butch P, and then Justin Lauer. Hope everybody played him. My worst in that lineup was JT and David Lipsky. I don't know why I played him, but I played him. So
he cost
you. Yeah, he was. I know if I drop down there and get somebody else, I can't remember how much he was.
What was his price tag?
I cannot. I think it was 7,100. I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah, you could have grabbed even Carson Young.
Anybody else
at $7,000? But
else.
Dylan,
literally,
Dylan Wu.
Yes,
Dylan Wu would have been your probably best $7,000 guy, right?
Yeah, Lipsky was 6,800. Sorry, 6,800. But still then.
Yeah.
Still then, I mean,
I don't remember who was under that, but anyway,
somebody else, yeah. But somebody else want to
Quest? Were you going to go down low?
He's
get
He's
West?
down there though. I could have played
Peter
Taryn
Quest.
in that range.
Taryn was probably what 68 or 6900.
Could have played Ramey,
But you already had Taryn. I
Chesson
think,
Hadley,
Yeah.
Defoe.
anyway.
Anyways, all right. Dylon, go. Big
All right,
lineup here
so-
from Dylon.
Yeah. So I had a good week. I didn't have a single 6 for 6, but my top. So I did 11 lineups and 3 of them cashed for me. So it was. I almost came out even for the week. But my top lineup, I had Ricky, I had Shank, I had Jaeger Bombs, I had Keegan, and Carson Young, and Kevin Yu was my bad one. And then I cashed on one with 4.
J-Fi coming up the lane.
With Morikawa, Shank, Jaeger, and somebody else. But that was the first time I'd ever cashed with 4.
Dude.
So
Yeah.
it's just because there was so
Yes.
many crazy names that were at the top.
Yeah. I mean, I had a lot of 4 out of 6. I didn't have any 5 out of 6 or 6 out of 6, and I still cashed one of them. So that shows you there were points to be had.
Mhm.
Tex.
So my total was 446 on my best lineup. How
many people did that have in it?
That's
4.
adorable.
4.
Oh, jeez.
4 or 6.
You.
Dietrich
Well, that's
Martin.
not bad then. 4 or
My
6.
my scummy bears were Dietrich and Martin.
They're
Absolute
They're buried
scumbag.
into your notes, too.
Yep.
That's some sugar-free.
There you go.
There.
You know, Tex
you
is
go.
struggling. The top of his head's at the screen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Homa, Jaeger, Aberg, and Hogard.
Ooh, Aberg was hot.
Yes, he
Yeah.
was.
Dude,
He only had
Aberg,
88 points. So
Dude,
he
you
cooled
had
off as the tournament
well,
progressed.
Yeah, he
it
did.
didn't matter, though. I mean, that
Hot first 2 days.
both of those two 88, 8900 picks that you had, Tex,
Mhm.
that was immaculate. I mean, those are really good picks, dude.
I'm telling you, Homa's found his game. He's going to be dangerous here in the next few weeks.
We'll see. If he's playing the John Deere, he might tear that one up.
Yep. Just to update on the John Deere, purse is actually 7.4 milli.
Ooh.
Mm-mm-mm.
Let's see if
All
I
right,
can
Butch.
pull up the roster, see what we got playing this week.
Butch P, what about you?
So, best and worst, right?
Yeah.
JT and Matsuyama just let me down for sure. Touched on it earlier. It's just like, man,
Yeah. If you're going to
It's
pick them, they
hard to-
better play. They got to play if you pick them. Come to
Yeah.
play.
exactly. I mean, I'm looking at this tournament. I'm like, dude, this is a tournament that y'all could really like attack and get back on your games. Like right now, you're not there. You know, as good as they've always been, and as good as their name is, right now, their golf game is not competing with the top tier. I thought that they were going to use this tournament in a way to get their game down like Morikawa did. I mean,
Yeah.
you've seen Colin Morikawa out there this week. He started to attack the pin like he's always been said to do. Like he is a very good iron player, and his approach game is the best in approach game. He
Is it really?
He is the best. I don't care who is there. He is the best.
Scotty.
Well, well, there's Scotty too. Yeah, you're right. there is Scotty, but
Ricky right now. I'm not picking
hey,
anybody over Ricky
Ricky
Fowler.
threw a well, it was 11-footer to win the Rocket Mortgage today, but Ricky is a very good iron. Ricky's just back. I mean, that's just all it is. I mean,
It's
he's
great for
already
golf.
proven it this season
Great
that
for
he's
golf.
going to be the best comeback player of the year. I mean, that's Ricky Fowler, hands down. And you know, the amount of times I loved hearing him in his post game interview when I called it late, so he was holding his baby girl, or I mean, she's about a toddler age, but you know, still is a baby girl, And, you know, they're interviewing him, and he's like, I just knew it was a matter of time until this happened. And some people
I
may
agree.
see that as arrogance. I see it as just like complete confidence in your game. Because if you play golf, you're like, man, it's just a matter of time till I get something that clicks better for me. And right now, I mean, when you're not winning, what's better
Yeah, but
than
he's
winning? You know,
he's been on the
he
dance
was like
floor.
striving to win, and now he's won. You know,
Yes, and I love it. It's great for
and now
golf.
it's a major for him.
Let's go, baby. A couple of weeks.
Dude, I know. I mean,
Let's
I
go.
would certainly expect Ricky Fowler to come out in the Open and perform. I think
I agree.
Morikawa is going to perform.
I
I
agree.
think both of those guys are going to be on track to
Justin
bring their game
Thomas.
back. I think
All right, let's get into scumbags and stud
you're
bags.
right.
80
Got me on that
scumbags,
one.
8,500 and above for DraftKings, right? You get $50,000 to put 6 golfers in there. You can do the math. You got to divvy it up. So we section it off into 8,500 and above, 7,500, 8,500, 7,400 and below. So your scumbags from the 8,500 and above: Tony Finau, miscut; JT, miscut; Tom Kim, miscut. He had injuries, and then Hideki, miscut. Big time ownership for those guys. All of them were 16% or more. Hideki was 25% in the tournament I was playing in. So I played a lot of those guys, those 4. That was bad. The studs from that: Morikawa, 136 points. Ricky, 147 points. Homa, 103 points. Cam Davis, bounce back, 108. Yeager, 105. Harmon, 107.5. That course is, yeah, he plays well in these tournaments. And then Chris Kirk, 104.5. Any comments there?
No, I think anything that we're going to see negative 15 or so, Butch Harmon may be the guy to play.
Dude, for real.
Because that means that a lot of people are hitting wedges in. So that's 2
Yep.
weeks in a row that he's played short courses and been, top 25.
Brian Harmon.
Brian Harmon, not Butch Harmon. Butch Harmon's Ricky Fowler. There we go. Tiger Woods.
All right, 7,500 and above, your scumbags. Tom Hoagie, man, did I give a monologue on that guy? Whew. Eckroat, miscut. Hostler, I gave a monologue on him too. Bramlett, miscut. Hubbard, miscut. Sargent, miscut. In your face, Javi, after he gave a monologue. Oh, and then your studs, Hadwin, let's go. Less than 9% ownership. Taylor Moore, what a week. And then Rye, all rise. It's all right.
Little Rye son.
Mm-hmm.
Have a good night.
That's right,
it's
baby.
All right.
It's all right. Okay. And then 7,400 and below, your scumbags: Dietrich, Neesmith, List, Webb Simpson. Man, you're not going to put Webb Simpson that low and me not play. Sad news, he's withdrawn from the John Deere Classic, so I don't have to battle that anymore.
Oh.
You did not make the cut. And then Lipsky and Blair, which I also played those guys. They did not make the cut either. And then your studs: Pendrith, yep. Norn, yep. Shank, yep. D Woo, golly, that dude's D Woo is one of the J-Vi's been on him for a while, but he's a guy you got to keep playing. Taryn, Sam Bennett,
yes.
Justin Lauer, ever heard of him? And then Lucas Glover, Zay Shang Dao. Golly, dude, I've been all over him too. Yuan, Malnati, and then this Quest guy.
Did Glover go to Clemson?
I don't know. I know there's a town called Clover, South Carolina.
I'm gonna look it up.
Anyway, so a lot of these guys at the end. Glover, Lucas Glover. A lot of these guys at the end. What this list we just gave you, 7,400 and below. The studs in the 7,400 and below was astronomical. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 dudes, 7,400 and below that scored over 100 points. And I'm over here playing Hideki and JT.
Glover went to Clemson way back in the 90s.
There you go. So
Bingo.
a lot of value in that tournament for sure. I mean, geez Louise, you just had to get down there and embrace the fact that you were like Dylon did, was playing a what was that lineup? The bottom barrel boys.
The bottom barrel boys, and they
Yeah.
actually scored more than Eric's top score.
Damn.
All right, Millie Maker lineup. This was the top. I don't.
True Viking.
Butch, did you play in the Millie Maker? Do you have that list? If not, I have the top one in mind.
Do yours, and then I'll pull mine up.
Okay. So this top score here was 717, and this lineup consisted. This got him $50,000 right here. Ricky, Cam Davis at 9.3, Chris Kirk 8.5, Adam Hadwin at 8.1, and then Shank at 7.3, and then Malnati at 0.18%. So,
wow.
Yeah, that's almost like the Lauer call. But I did play a lot of Hadwin. I played some Kirk. I played a lot of Ricky. Just, there you go. So that's $50K right there in the bag. Pretty good lineup there. All the guys scored over 100 points. Ricky was kind of the highest owned at 34.83 in this tournament, this contest I was in. And then everybody else was 10% or below ownership on that list. So, but you're going to read we don't really have to.
Ricky winning changed a lot of people's lineups for sure. But,
Sure.
He was also an obvious pick for a lot of people. And then he was also that pick that was fading him to bet against him, kind of ownership pick. But in this case, he was a high ownership guy that won. So you needed to have him. If you didn't have him, then you weren't going to win.
Butch, what was the text that you sent during the week? I guess it was on Friday, where you said in the contest that you were in, like 3/4 of everybody had at least two people miss the cut because everybody had such high ownership on these high guys. I can't remember exactly how you put it.
No, I didn't put it like that. I put it like
it was in reference to cashing.
The top. I said at first I said in the top 20 highest ownerships, over half of the people were missing the cut. And
that's what it was.
Then I recounted it again, and then it was 18 actually that was over 10%, and I was like, 10 people had missed the cut in that top 18, so that's over half. Last time I checked. So, and then I was like, holy moly! And you're like. And then I went further than that. I was like, in the top 5, 3 of the top 5 missed the cut. That was JT, Matsuyama, and I forget who. Finau. Yes,
had to be.
You're right. Thank you. And I was like, wow, and I didn't have any of those in that lineup, but I had Ekroke, and then that's who the fifth one. Ekroke was the fifth one, not Finau. Or Ekroke was up there because everybody saw the same thing as everybody else saw. Ekroke,
he's Mr. Consistent.
Austin Ekroke has been a baller, and he's not somebody just to fade over missing the cut at Detroit. Going forward, drop his price down a little bit, but you
like that.
You're going to get a bargain if you get them at 7,700 next week, or week after.
Speaking of that, John Deere Classic next week, boys. I got a little info for you here. The list is out of who's.
Yeah, I got the field list up too. It don't look like a single one of the top 10s in it.
Webb Simpson is withdrawn.
The highest guy on the FedEx Cup rankings, Nick Taylor.
So I'm gonna call it right now. JT's gonna have to enter this competition.
Charlie Hoffman. Charlie Hoffman is out. Peter Quest has earned his spot.
That's good.
Peter Quest earned his spot.
Yeager's back.
Vincent Norman has
Ludwig.
withdrawn.
There's your A Berg. He's in
There
there.
you go.
Callum's in
Ann is
there.
gone. Brandon Wu is not playing.
Dylan
Alan
Wu is, though.
Morikawa's playing.
No.
Oh, Callan Taryn.
Yeah, Callum. Yeah.
Yeah,
Cam Young is still in there. Carson Young is still in there.
Yu is in there.
Yu's in there. D Wu is in there. So
we're getting ahead of ourselves.
yeah, we are.
Yeah.
We'll save this for Wednesday night. All right. So let's move into our final segment, How Dare Yous, and where we talk some
Come on
other
the show.
relevant sports. Come on the show.
All of you.
All at the same time.
Grio's in there.
Both the woos. We get the woos. All right,
Oh,
everybody. Shh, let's get into How Dare Yous and other relevant sports news. Let's close this thing out. Okay, how dare you?
Where's
Man, I'm
that
so glad I
from?
found that.
Okay, you've got to find like the other Segi with the everybody night at the Roxbury. Everybody was
No.
feeling it.
No.
If you could see the atmosphere in this room right now, it's like we're all waiting in an elevator and nobody's looking at anybody because you're all just looking up at the like reflective ceiling. Because please don't somebody sneeze
Not
or
standing
cough.
yeah, I don't want to be standing too close to this guy, but I don't have anywhere
Yeah.
to go, so I'm just going to look up so I don't see anyone.
Oh,
All right, how dare yous?
all right.
Dylon, go ahead.
All right, might be a little controversial, but we'll go in. So Charles Barkley
Love it. Uh-huh.
has apparently in his will or trust fund something to Auburn. He is committing $5 million, which this was already in place for like scholarships and stuff like that. So the stipulation with it was that it would be scholarships for low income families. So when the Supreme Court decision came out the other day about the being able to, I guess, choose this web designer or whatnot, anyhow, that case, he comes out and says it's no longer for low income. It is for only low income black kids. So it's why do we got to bring race into this? Like he's trying to make a statement, and now that $5 million that could go to the best candidate,
yeah,
now can't because of this, and he's just trying to make a stand, and he's using race as the platform to do it. It's like, come on, Charles.
I did not see that.
Yeah, you're supposed to be helping this situation.
Yeah, there's and then there's a lot of stuff flying around now on the internet about that kind of stuff. It's like, man, let's just laugh at the Millie Goats podcast. How about that? Let's go back to the Jaegers. Man, all right, Chuck, come on now, get it together. Did you say how dare you?
How dare you, Charles?
There you go.
How dare
There
you?
you go. All right. I'll go next. Mine is how dare you, Capri Sun. I had a Capri Sun not too long ago, and it still was as good as it used to be. But do we not think, Capri Sun, that we could figure out a better way to insert the straw into the drink? Or at least a bigger straw with a little bit more oomph to it, so that whenever I'm trying to poke it, it doesn't go through the back. And now every time one of my kids tries to drink it and they squeeze it a little bit, the juice starts going out and flying all over them. So how dare you, Capri Sun, having all these years to have all these sales and all this marketing, and yet we have not figured out a better way to poke the straw safely straight down into the drink. How dare you?
Poke the pouch.
That's right. So how dare you, Capri Sun?
That's so true too. That's so true.
It is.
Because I mean, I don't even have kids, and I'm like, I do the same daggum thing, like going through the back of it. I'm like, what's it?
Or the straw bends. The worst is when the straw bends and it breaks, And so then you're trying to suck the juice out, and it's like, and you get the dentist effect going on there, and like your cheeks are getting sucked inside your teeth. Like,
Oh,
so how dare you, Capri Sun?
it's
Figure it
like
out.
the only people that can do this drink are phlebotomists or somebody that.
Well, that could lead to a whole nother discussion. All right, Tex, what do you got?
Minnesota Vikings fans.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody knows that there was a Taylor Swift concert there. And some fans who are also Minnesota Vikings fans are saying, this is straight from the Daily Norseman.
He's just reporting
They're saying
just reporting
that it was the loudest it's ever been in that stadium ever during that concert. This is coming from the mouths of Minnesota Vikings fans. And they've had, they got here listed a few other things that have happened in that stadium during football. And
I don't know, the Minnesota Miracle.
Minnesota Miracle, the 33-0 comeback.
Wow.
And they're saying, it was louder for the Taylor Swift. The Swifties were louder than the Minnesota Vikings fans, but they're all there schooled. School. They should be saying Taylor.
Hey, Dylon, come on the show.
Come on the show. Defend yourself. How dare you, Minnesota Vikings
Wow.
fans. Wow. Taylor Swift brings the noise louder than the Minnesota football Vikings.
Hey.
How dare you?
So the rebuttal. The rebuttal.
Oh, go ahead. Defend yourself.
The rebuttal. There are a lot more Taylor Swift fans than there are Minnesota Vikings fans to fill that stadium. Okay.
Wow.
But it was a concert, so half the stadium was empty.
Wow.
Were you there, Tex?
I'm just it's from the Daily Norseman.
He's reporting. It's not him.
It's the
they didn't report
Minnesota
the 40,000 that couldn't get tickets outside the stadium.
It's
from nice in Minneapolis right now.
Premier message board of the Minnesota Vikings.
Wow.
They also have a DraftKings section.
Should we get in there?
The show. Come on the show.
Minnesota, come on the show. Anybody who is a Taylor Swift fan that was in Minnesota, come on the show.
It also likes the Vikings.
Yes.
I'm just saying.
Go.
I'm just putting it out there.
That's the report. That's not him. That's not him saying
that. I'm just stating the facts. I read something, and I have to talk about it. Worth the news.
Touche.
All right, Butch B.
Oh, dude. I'll be honest with you. There is nothing that I came across that like really caught my eye about like how daring somebody. Other
ESPN
than the fact it was traffic, and I missed my time on that one. I butchered
that. Is a good how dare. Yeah, they moved the tee on you. You had strategically set in your mind how to play that hole, and that groundskeeper decided. Sasquatch over here thinks it's in 3. I'm dropping it in 1.
Butch, give the how dare you on the PGA for not showing the golf when they should have.
And truth be told,
how dare you, PGA?
AK and Dylon, Tex, you've played Puddin' Ridge. Everybody's played Puddin' Ridge. Number 9 is what I birdied. And that was the hole they moved the cup at. So I'm how daring him, but at the same time, he helped me out.
There you go.
How dare you?
Okay.
Don't help me out, bro. I don't need your help.
The groundskeeper saw you from behind and saw that long hair and thought you were
Told him to look
girl.
back at it.
And wanted.
Dude. Everybody collectively.
He looked this bow-legged girl.
Collectively, let's how dare you the PGA. 1, 2, 3. How dare you?
Yeah. Play, let us see Ricky win, the number 1 player fan,
probably
athlete,
on tour.
On tour, everybody wants to see the Orange Puma win, and he wore the hat just for the fans. He didn't go full orange, but he went half orange. It's kind of like a traffic cone. But
breaking news. J-Vi just text in. If you bet $100 on Ohtani to hit a home run every day they played in June, you would be up $4,000. And I have something on that a little later.
Wow.
J-Vi chiming in, working when he's not even on the job. All right. Other relevant sports news. Here's a question I wanted to have. We have no NFL news other than the match that happened, but here's a question I wanted to ask.
Who won the
panel.
match? I don't know. I haven't heard anything.
I think Mahomes and Kelsey just destroyed Clay and Steph.
Wow. I thought Steph's supposed to be like a scratch.
No,
golfer.
it was ugly. Like I think they won like 7 holes or something.
I don't think Clay is as good as Kelsey. Is
I don't.
is the thing. I mean,
I
I
don't.
think Steph and Mahomes are really good at golf. I don't think Clay is as good as Kelsey.
No. Here's the NFL topic. Is it more important in football to have length or to be taller?
What? Say that again.
Depends on the position.
Hang on.
Exactly.
I think
Thank you,
it depends on the
Tex.
position.
Yes.
Everybody
Yeah.
wants everybody wants a DB with good length, or a
Yes.
receiver with
Thank
good length,
you.
or an edge rusher with good length.
Yes.
quarterback
Yeah.
has to be
Yes.
tall.
Okay.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Uh-huh.
And you want your
Uh-huh.
quarterback and your
To be tall,
receivers
yeah.
to be taller.
Mm-hmm.
So is it an offense defensive? Is it that's what it is? Is it a defensive? If you're on defense, they're going to say you have good length. If you're on offense, they're going to say you're tall. I was having this conversation with the other RAEO member, Trey,
Yes.
and we were on the beach, and I said, you know what? What do you think about this question? Is it better to be tall in football, or is it better to have good length? And he said, because if you're a cornerback, you got to have length, pal. You don't want to be tall. You need to have length. You can be 5'8", but if your wingspan, you can be
If
5'8",
your
but if
wingspan
you're-
6'4",
exactly.
Yeah,
That means you got
now I
length.
see the funny though, because but you're saying it's the same thing. That's why it's funny. Yeah.
No, I mean, they are technically the same thing, but they have different meanings depending on your position.
Exactly.
If you're a DB and they're going to say you're lengthy. If you're an edge rusher, they're going to say you're lengthy.
Well, I mean, you'd be a idiot not to recruit size in football. You know?
Sure.
I mean,
Well, yeah.
Depends on the
hello.
size, though.
Tell,
You know?
tell me a quarterback that you've ever heard has good length. They're going to say he's tall.
No, he can, or he can like throw long.
Yeah.
You know, like I've heard that before. And I was like, what the heck is throw long? And I'm from the country, and I was like, what's throw? Oh, he can throw it far. All right. I was like, yeah. I was
Yeah.
like, he's got a big arm. You know?
Hair long.
Yeah,
Hair long, money long.
I knew
Me and
Tex
bro.
would get- I
don't
figured
get
one of you
along.
would have the answer to that. That was the same thing I thought.
Yeah.
Does that make sense, Dylon Butch B?
Dylon's still reeling from the Swifties being
Yeah,
louder.
he
It
can't get
does.
over himself
Yeah.
right now.
Nah, yeah. It's the
Yeah.
age-old question. What's better, length or height?
Yeah. What's better, to be
I mean-
fast or to be quick?
Honestly,
in
I
there,
like
too.
girthy fairways.
You can't spell girthy without
Girthy
GIR.
without
I mean,
GIR.
You can't hit the green unless you got that girth. You
Mm.
know,
Girth
you
Brooks.
got, and then when you're out there, it's all about the approach, and you got to.
Mhm.
I mean, hey,
All right,
rules and regulation.
You
NBA.
gotta hit all the spots.
Who wrote that in there? 1 billion spent in 1 hour.
I did, and it. We touched on it with Draymond. Tex did
His
on
calves?
Draymond, yeah, dude, his calves and popping the dollars.
Is that how
And
much
he
this calf
he was a
implants cost?
part of like the 1 billion spent in 1 hour thing. It was kind of a big thing. I don't have all the names. I'm not going to name them. You're going to have to look it up for yourself. But I'm telling you, like Van Leet was one that caught my other than Draymond because he's Warriors and explain with Steph Curry. But anyway, Van Leet for the Raptors, right?
He was for the Raptors.
Yeah, for the Raptors.
Wichita
And
State before that.
he got the first max
Good call.
contract of anybody, and it was like 4 years, 160. And I was like, and that was the highest paid player that was ever been undrafted in the NBA history. I was like, dude,
Wow.
hats off, Van Leet. I mean,
Van
dude,
Vliet.
huh? Van Fleet. Van Fleet. Is
Yeah.
is it with an F? All right. I'm sorry
V.
about
It's a
that.
V.
There you go.
Van
Vliet.
Vliet.
Yeah.
Vliet.
I thought that Chris Paul also went to the
Vliet.
Warriors.
He did.
Chris Paul did go. We touched on that a couple episodes back.
So they got Van Vliet,
come on the show.
Curry,
Yeah.
and Chris
Yeah,
Paul.
they're just all guards.
They got way too many shooting.
No,
guards.
Van
Yeah,
Vliet
they
didn't.
got these dudes are just shooting.
No. Van Vliet didn't sign with the Warriors though. He re-signed with the Raptors.
The Raptors. Okay, I thought you said he signed with the Warriors.
Yeah, no. I was saying Draymond re-signed with the Warriors for
Okay.
$100 million.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I was saying on that one. But anyway, yeah. Hats off to the undrafted guy out of.
Oh yeah.
I think he's from Canada. I don't know, but anyway, hats off to you, man.
No, he signed with the Houston Rockets.
Was it Rockets? All right,
Yeah.
sorry.
But he played
Moving
at Wichita
on.
State.
Yeah,
Yes,
but it
he is.
was for 4 years,
Doctors.
160 though. I'll
Yeah.
tell you that.
Wow.
Mm.
That is
All right.
true.
MLB.
Fair.
Perfect game. Should have been the 25th. Should have been the 25th. I watched it. It was pretty cool though. 99 pitches. That's all it took him. That was from
Wow.
Wednesday. Shohei
And-
Ohtani.
And a walk's not one.
99, dude. We got to make a shirt. Oh
I
man,
knew how to get you right there.
that was good.
That's a good one.
took me
That's a good one.
All right, Shohei Ohtani. You want to hear his June? OPS 1.44, first in the MLB. Home runs 15, first in the MLB. RBI 29, first in the MLB. Highest OPS in June since Lou Gehrig in 1936. Guy's a freak show.
Jeez. Yeah, he is.
Wow.
And then also,
What was his pitching record in June?
I don't know. They didn't have that up. I didn't see it, but there was some stat
Zero.
they said that. Yeah.
God, they got him and Mike Trout on the same team. Still can't beat the Rangers out for first place.
And then Baltimore has this thing in their dugout when somebody hits a home run. Have you seen this? You guys seen
Cal
this?
Ripken?
No,
Is it
it's
another
called the
Randy
hammer
Wagon?
hose. It's the hammer hose. It's a
Oh,
beer
hey.
bong.
Oh,
What?
They come in, somebody hits a ball, and they get a hose out, and they pour a cup of water or Gatorade down. It's called the hammer hose.
No, they do not.
Yes,
Oh,
it's
my
incredible.
They need
All right.
they need a valve on that thing. It's
That's
not a
phenomenal.
real hose until it has a valve.
Oh yes, most impressive beer bong I've ever seen. Still to this day, the 2-story bong.
Yes.
uh,
All right. College football. I got one more thing. I got a picture here. This I said the biggest liability each team. Some account put out. I think it was Boomer or something. Put out the biggest liability for every college football team this season. Ask me a school. I'll tell you who it is. What's their liability?
Georgia.
Georgia. Let me see. Let me get in here. Georgia. Complacency. What? That's okay.
What?
That's the only thing where that's the only place that doesn't
Yeah.
have a position.
Texas.
Texas. Okay, Texas. Here we go. Texas. Running back.
Okay, makes sense. Bijan left.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. I was about to say Bijan left. Yeah.
But
All right.
I think they're going to be okay.
Do another
Yeah.
one. Do another one.
TCU.
TCU. Defensive line.
Okay. Texas A&M.
Alabama.
Texas A&M. Hold on. Texas A&M. Jimbo Fisher.
After you
Houston.
paid them $9 million to come over.
Alabama is quarterback, by the way. Alabama's quarterback.
Well, they had that. Didn't they get a transfer
Houston?
from Notre Dame?
Nick Saban.
Houston is linebacker. App State quarterback.
Mm.
You know this
Yeah.
the funniest one
That's
on
been
here.
a liability for the last 3
Funniest
four
one
years.
on-
Been a liability for 3
Funniest
years,
one on
yeah.
here is Auburn. The biggest liability for the for Auburn is the fan base.
Oh.
All right, give me another one. Give me another one.
San
Duke.
Jose State.
San Jose State. Hold on. Gotta find him. Defensive line.
BYU.
USC.
Ooh, USC.
That's a
South
good one.
Carolina or Southern Cal?
Southern Cal.
Southern Cal.
The defense.
Yep.
BYU. It's got to be Sister Wives.
South Dakota
what?
State.
BYU. Defensive line. South Dakota State. I don't think they're on here. I don't think this is FTS.
William and Mary.
Oh.
Okay.
No,
William and Mary,
no.
no liabilities, none whatsoever. Championship.
Oral
Run,
Roberts.
run the ball.
Run the damn ball.
Roberts.
I don't
All
think
right.
they have a football team.
All right. So that
Liability then.
that's
Zero
biggest liabilities.
Colorado School of the Mines.
Colorado is depth.
Yeah, I'd agree with
Dartmouth.
that. Everybody left.
Florida State's his field goal kicker.
Really?
All right.
It's always
You-
been.
Wow.
Oh,
That's a
man.
good one.
Biggest liability. All right. There you go. Intersquad
Oh.
Dad-Kings Jamboree. Quickly.
Butch
gotta get
swept-
to it.
Butch swept
Butch-
this weekend.
Butch with a sweep. Butch is out of control right now. Butch
Huh?
is running the score up on us right now.
No.
I won 2 last week, and then you
So
won
Butch
3
is going to
this week.
jump into 38 wins. Javi has 26.
make
I have
up two.
24. Tex has 20. Dylon has his 1 Canadian champion.
Mhm. Congratulations.
Oh, by the way, Joe Milton supposedly going to be playing baseball at Tennessee. They
Ooh,
clocked him. They clocked him at 109 on the gun.
What?
Who's Joe Milton?
The quarterback for Tennessee.
109.
Clocked him at
on-
109.
Like,
109 consistently. That's the reports.
Holy moly! You're talking about Paul
Cannon.
Steen on roids for sure.
Cannon.
yeah.
that is
At
a
that
cannon.
point, I'm done with football. If I can throw the ball 109 miles an hour, I'm
No,
done.
I don't
with
care
football.
where it goes.
Does that qualify as a live arm?
Would you-
Is he pitching
you-
for the baseball team though?
Yeah, that's what he's trying out for.
Yeah,
Would you?
Ain't that what you
exactly.
Yeah. Would you? They said he's going to play baseball. Would you
Okay.
rather have a live arm, or would
He's
you
got
rather have
better-
a cannon? Would you
He
rather have a
has a
cannon?
better future in baseball
howitzer.
pitching on that mound than he does in football.
I think
Yeah.
I'd rather have a
Oh, and
live arm.
If he can
Dude.
throw it that hard, a better opportunity in baseball than he does in football. Because
There you go.
I mean,
Just as a
you don't need
closer.
to
He
throw-
come in as
you
a
don't need to
closer.
throw a ball
Yep.
in football.
Dude,
when
he-
you're not.
yeah.
Yeah,
3 pitches
exactly.
a night.
12 pitches a game.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
exactly.
Done.
I mean, come in there, hum the daggum ball, 109 past people.
That's what Chapman used to do. And then
Heck
he
yeah.
went to the Yankees and they blew him up.
Yeah.
well, no,
Ruined
he
him.
was-
Yeah.
he
Ruined
was-
They
his
ruined
career.
him.
No,
Ruined
They
him.
ruined him.
No.
All right, that's all we have. Sorry, folks. That's it. Follow us on YouTube and Rumble, the Millie Goats. Follow us on Twitter at Millie Goats.
David
right there
Cohn,
under my.
David Wells.
Okay, yeah, you can
Yeah.
cone your way out of here. On
Remain-
Instagram at the Millie
Remains
Goats.
perfect game, and you're not
Website
gonna
and
mention
blog,
it, and you're welcome.
themillygoats.godaddysites.com. Apparel
He's
at
the German.
raeo.live. That's where I got this hat right here. Real Neat
Nobody can see
Outfitters
it because
supplying
it's
all of our
camouflage.
apparel needs. www.rao.live. Leave us a little review, little subscription on the old podcast there, or YouTube, or Rumble. Give us a little rating. Dylon, thank you for being on, and
Mhm.
glad to have you, my friend. Glad to see you're still scoring points.
Minnesota
we will be
Vikings
back-
Lost in the offseason to Taylor Swift.
John Deere orange. John
Vikings
Deere
already
orange.
own one.
John Deere horn. Yeah.
Vikings are already 0-1.
In a hot summer night.
All right, folks. There we go.
Take
We'll see-
the bull ride on my big
We'll see you
orange
Wednesday night.
tractor.
Check us out. See you later.
Something in the orange.
Rocking and rolling.